Hey, what's up guys? My name is Ricardo Duran, head designer here at Florida Nova Wedding and Events, and today we're going to be creating an anniversary bouquet. It's going to be a monochromatic pink with hints of red and then some baby eucalyptus for the greens. If you haven't yet, check out my last video. I showed you guys how I process all my flowers and how I get ready for the actual creating of the bouquet. So again, check that out. It's going to be my last video. But for today, we're going to be creating the bouquet. So super excited. Super simple bouquet as well. I was told by the client that they like pink, and I gave them the suggestion of adding a little bit of a red because it is an anniversary and red does symbolize love. So he was good with that. Super excited for how this comes out. I'm gonna start with my roses first. So what I always like to do, I just start with my main flower first, and then I like to color it with my greens. So in this particular case, I am using the baby eucalyptus. And what I'm doing, I'm essentially just gonna wrap the head of the rose with this baby eucalyptus. So I'm gonna add maybe 4 or 5 stems depending. Yeah, 4, yeah, we're gonna add 5 stems. And bring this rose head up just a little bit. And for my first maybe 5 or 6 stems, I like to keep the heads at the same length because I will eventually drop down. I made a huge mistake when I first used to design. I would think that this would be my tippy top highest point, and then I would immediately start coming down. So I'd bring this a little bit lower, and next thing you know, the bouquet is too tight and it just looks a little eh. So what I've learned is I kind of keep it flat for a little bit, and then I'll eventually add the other, or I'd eventually start dropping the flowers to create that dome shape. So again, this is a mixed bouquet, so I'm really just trying to not cluster everything at once. So I have a lisianthus and I have a rose here. I want to add another spray rose. Spray rose here, spray rose on the other side. So just try to evenly space everything out. Can be tough, and don't get me wrong, you will have areas where you're gonna have the same flowers bunched up, but overall you do want to spread them out as much as you can. So I'm gonna add maybe 2 or 3 more stems at this same height level, and then we'll start tailoring it down. And also, just a really quick tip on how I hold my bouquet. I just use my 2 fingers to hold it most of the time. And when I do rotate the bouquet, I grab it from this top section, I rotate my bottom hand, and then we're back where we need to be. I used to make the mistake of grabbing it from the bottom. That messes up the shape a lot. So grab it from the top, rotate, boom. So I'm gonna add a eucalyptus here. I'm gonna add another rose. So I'm gonna be using a lot more rose than anything, or the standard rose rather, than anything, because I do have a lot more of them than I have for lisianthus. So you want to keep that in mind as well while you're designing. And then just adding your greens whenever you get a chance, whenever it looks a little bald. Save that from the end. This over here. I'm gonna add a eucalyptus here. So I don't want to add. I try to, obviously not perfect, but I try not to have 2 heads of the flowers just touching. I like that organic look with the greens coming in between most of the roses or most of the flowers. And so in this particular case, it looks like I want to add something here, but I first want to add a green, and then I can add add another whole rose or a standard rose, but that separation between the roses, I think looks really nice and it gives it that wild organic look. Things are constantly going to move, so don't get too frustrated. Just work with what you got. It's too short. Here, let me add a green first, and then I can add this spray rose. And this particular rose, this is a great example that you have to work with the shape of your flowers. So this particular spray rose, it has this little baby rose at the bottom sprouting out. I could just take it off, but I could keep it and have a little bit more flower in my arrangements. But in this particular case, I want to add it down here, right? You don't want to put this baby rose on the inside. You're just gonna hide it and there's no point of that. What I'm gonna make sure to do is make sure it's facing outward. And we're gonna come in here, place it right there. So now you have that view of the roses. So again, every flower has a certain shape and you have to work with that shape and utilize it to its best ability. And as I'm as I'm designing rather, I like to cut my stems. It just makes it a lot easier to work with. Boom. Just like that. So I'm gonna start, at this point I have enough flowers. I wanna now start making sure everything is starting to get even. It looks like the bouquet is still small, but by the time I fill in all these gaps and really make sure it's all one size, or I'm sorry, that it's symmetrical rather. Because as you can see, it looks empty here. I can use some more flowers here, more flowers here. By the time I add those, the bouquet is going to be a lot larger. So I've learned from experience that to start early, to start getting the shape down, because if I do it too late, then I make the bouquet way too large, and then I don't have enough flowers to, say for example, it looks flat here, I ran out of flowers and I can't add any more flowers here. And it just makes it a lot more of a lengthy process than it should be. So all of this takes time and practice, guys, so don't get too frustrated if you just started designing. So far, yeah, I'm also on live right here on TikTok Live. If you guys have a TikTok, definitely follow me. I love posting content on there. I feel like the people on TikTok are so nice. It's my #1 platform right now. You know what's funny? I haven't made a bouquet in so long, but once you get that skill down, like, obviously it's easier the more repetition you give it, but once you have that skill down of how to make a bouquet, you can just recreate that and keep recreating it with other with other flowers, designs. You can take a break and just muscle memory. It's literally like riding a bike. For this particular eucalyptus, this one's flowing, as you can see, it's curved, right? It's a little curved. I didn't want to put it in like this, but it is flopping a little too much. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it upright. Put it upright. That's perfect. So again, initially, yes, you would want to go with the flow, so you'd put it downward, but it's dropping too much and I need something to kind of hug the flowers, so turned it, put it upside down. So I'm getting close to the end now. I like to use these smaller stems to really cover up down here. So have that there. I'm going to need to start adding some more flowers here. I have to rotate this just a little bit. That there. I'm going to add one more rose here. Pull this out. Add something here as well. So it is getting large. So what I'm gonna do now, actually, I like how the shape is so far. I do know I need to add a few more roses. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tie it first. Let me add one more. So yeah, this is a little too busy, so I'm gonna take that out. I'm gonna add one more flower here. This is where we're at now. Again, looks decent, not too bad. But I'm gonna wrap it. I'm gonna tie it rather, and then we can. I'm gonna tie it, and then we can come back to it. So. And then my hand's cramping, so it's just, no. So yeah, it's just tough, so you definitely want to tie it first, and then come back to it. This is how I like to tie it. I use this stretchy green tape. I hold my bouquet out almost like it's a bow and arrow. Throw my tape over, leave maybe an inch or two. I put some tension on the tape. Pull it back, wrap it around once, twice, laying this down right here, giving it some more tension, and then just give it a super simple knot. There we are. Wow, this is so pretty. So immediately though, sorry to like discontinue that thing. Immediately I know I need something down here. It just, boom, it caves in. So right here, oh nice. Boom, there's just something here. And you need the trained eye to see things like that. But I definitely know I need something there. We're gonna add our last flowers. So I definitely want something there. And I want something over here. I think we should be good with just, yeah, we should be good with that. Awesome. I'm super proud of this bouquet. It looks amazing. I really like that. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna add this baby Lysianthus here. Just to bring it out a little bit right here. Cool. And then I'm gonna add my greens at the bottom. Again, I always like to collar my... So what it is, what I'm doing, you can see the stem right here on this side. I don't like that. Obviously, you might see it a little bit, but as much as I can, I like to cover it with the grains. Put that down here, put that down there. Here. And so I'm basically just covering as much of the stems as I can. Right here too. Boom, right there. It just makes it look so much nicer. It's almost like a natural wrapping, if you will. All right, boom. So now we're gonna get our tape again. And this time we're gonna make sure to tape it super, super tight. And I like to fold it in half, and that'll allow me to get a lot of tension on the bouquet. So this one, I made it a little bit longer so I can go around it, hopefully an extra time. Yeah, maybe not, like a half more. That's cool. All right. Let's give this a knot. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go, guys. Super simple, super quick anniversary bouquet. And I know she's gonna love it. Like, I mean, if she loves pink, she's definitely gonna love this. Like, there's no reason not to love this, right? So many stems. So that's going to be it for the making of the bouquet. Check out my next video. I will be making a wrapping tutorial. It's going to all come together. Wrapping is really what can make a bouquet go from like okay to like extravagant. So I'll show you guys in the next video how to wrap it. Make sure to turn on my notifications so you don't miss that video, but it should be up by the time you're watching this. Follow my Instagram, TikTok. I'll link my apps right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next wrapping tutorial. Peace.